Hello everyone and welcome back to Nutmeg Curling Club. This is the 5:30 p.m. draw. My name is Britt and I will be starting you out on the broadcast this evening. Thank you again for joining us. We're always excited to have you guys on board. What you are seeing right now is a live look at the far end of the ice. Let me reset the match up for you right now. You will see, well, first off, before I set up the match, we made some changes to our camera stream this year, so if you've watched previous streams or if you've looked at some of our recorded streams, you may have noticed that our camera switched sides. So A was always sometimes on the left, sometimes on the right. Sheet C was sometimes on the left, sometimes on the right. We have changed the camera angles in such a way that Sheet A will always appear on the left-hand side of your screen. Sheet C will always be on the right-hand side of your screen. So, that being said, we welcome you to the stream. Over on Sheet A, we have Flanders versus Green, and what I believe is their second matches of the day. They both played at 1 o'clock. I believe both unfortunately suffered a loss in their first match, so Flanders and Green are both looking for their first win. Meanwhile, over on Sheet C, we have Ed Scimia versus Jack Miller, two Nutmeg skips. Very nice guys, great guys to play with. Scimia is playing his second match of the weekend. He won in the 1 o'clock draw, and I believe this is Team Miller's first time on the ice. So here we are with the stream. We're just getting started. A reminder, if you have any comments or any questions, you can always put something in the chat on the right-hand side of the screen. I will be happy to answer any questions as they come in. We are expecting a couple of broadcasters to come in who are stuck in traffic, so you've got me for the meantime, and you'll have me back at 7:45. But in the meantime, I'm happy to bring you some curling. So we've got our first couple rocks being delivered. We've already got two in the house over on Sheet C. We've got a yellow in the 4-foot and a red in the back in the 12. Ed's gonna... I'm not sure what Ed's calling here. I think he's actually trying to split the house. I could be wrong about that. Or put up a guard. Just a reminder for folks who missed the previous streams or folks who are not active curlers but a curling enthusiast and are watching because they're supporting somebody who's on the ice, there is a change this year to the free guard zone. The free guard zone previously indicated that the first 4 stones, as long as they were outside the rings but past the red line, could not be impacted until 4 stones were thrown. So you could basically have a chance to set up some stones out in front of the house and do something with them. That has now become a 5 guard zone. So the first 5 stones, any of them that are sitting in front of the rings between the house, which is what those rings are called, and the red line, the hog line, they are in play, but you cannot hit them until at least 5 stones have been thrown. A stone in the house can be hit any time, like we're seeing right now on Sheet C. I just saw a nice takeout by red, which leads Ed to try and put something behind that guard over on that side. So that's just a heads up on that. That is a change to the curling rules this year. So checking out again Sheet A right now, it looks like we have an empty house. Over here on Sheet C, we have Larry Boucher, whose name I probably just mispronounced. We call him Skinny Larry, and he is delivering a stone. Just for the record, I have to tell you that Larry was officially discouraged earlier today. What he was discouraged from is kind of an inside joke, but Larry was officially discouraged, and he is out there throwing stones. That is the hallmark of a champion. So when Larry listens to this broadcast later, only he will understand that, but we like to have our little inside jokes here at Nutmeg when we can. So over on Sheet A, we've got a minefield out in front. A lot of stones out in front of the house. It's going to be a lot of working around stones for these two teams. Meanwhile, over on Sheet C, we have a little bit more in the house. We're looking at 2 red right now. Let me give you a quick view of that. So that's what the house looks like from above right now, and red is looking to add to that, and it looks like Patrick throwing the stone, he might be a little lighter than he wanted to be. The sweepers were going pretty hard. We'll follow this one in on this cam before we go back to the wider view. And ooh, look at this. This is nice. This is nice. Look, oh, this might be right where he wants it. Wow. I really like that stone because it's far enough up in the house that's going to prevent a direct takeout. I mean, I guess there's a shot for a double here for Larry, but it's not the easiest thing. So we'll go back to the wide view so you'll be able to see Larry's takeout attempt over here on the right-hand side and the development over on sheet A. Sheet A there, still struggling to get stones into the house, but they'll find it. It's the first end. We just had our ice crew work on the ice, so obviously every time you reset the ice, there's always some variance. That's just the nature of curling. So, oh, nice shot by Larry. He's going to hit, and he is going to roll over, and he is going to roll right in front of that red stone, a little off center. Let me cut to that really quick. So you can see Larry there just biting the forefoot, and I give him a big thumbs up. That was a very nice shot. He got the hit, and he rolled over into a nice little corner. So, all right, so meanwhile, we are back here on the 4 view. It looks like over on sheet A, it's going to be a race to whoever can get in first. Oh, there's a hog stone. I don't know if maybe it's just a matter of the first end ice or what have you. I'm going to guess that's what it is. I mean, you've got 2 nutmeg teams over here on C. They're very familiar with our ice patterns, even with it being a new season. So C, they've been getting the stones in pretty regularly. A is the one that seems to be coming up just a little bit short. But, you know, that's part of the joy of curling, is playing and finding out what the ice is going to do and adjusting to different ice conditions, you know? So I just saw a stone throw on sheet A, and it looks very heavy, but with them having trouble reaching the house, let's see what happens with it. It's going to promote, and this looks like it's going to make the house. There we go. We finally have something that I believe is biting. They're taking a look at it. I don't have a far A view right this second. But, I mean, I think it's just going to be, it's just first end, and it's a fresh pebble, so got to give it a good push right now. That's all there is to it. Over here on sheet C, Dave Bykowski is getting ready to throw, playing as part of Team Scimia. I've curled with all 4 of the members of Team Scimia in various capacities. Very nice guys, excellent curlers, just fun to play with. You know, being competitive is always awesome, but you want guys you want to play with. And it looks like he's going to shoot for a double here. Let's cut to that really quick. And it just didn't come back the way he wanted it to. So right now it looks like it's hard to tell, and it must be hard to tell on the ice level too, because Jack Miller is taking a good long look at it right now. It's hard to tell who's shot. It is definitely 1 red or 1 yellow, but who knows which one it is. Hopefully the skips and the vices will know. As a player who has done both positions, I can tell you these are the kind of ends you'd rather be the skip than the vice. Meanwhile, over on sheet A, we still have that 1 biter. The same person who threw that last stone, I'm sorry, I don't know all the names on that sheet, is throwing her second, and it looks very nice and heavy compared to the last one. Here it comes. It's going to click, and it's going to push another one of those minefield stones up, but it's going to die right in front of the house, unfortunately. So no matter how much oomph you give it right now, sheet A, the ice is probably still settling in a little bit. It looks like we're just a little slow out there. But that's okay. That's first end ice. You got to come to expect that. Meanwhile, Jack Miller's going to put up a guard. It's going to curl a little more than he wanted to, but it's going to provide him partial cover as Dave Bykowski is going to step into the hack for a second attempt at those red stones. I'm going to guess that's what Ed Scimia is going to call. Meanwhile, in sheet A, there's a skips conference trying to figure out how they're going to navigate this minefield. So they're trying to figure out what the best way into the house right now is, because they literally have all but 2 or 3 stones in play in front of the house. So let's cut to a view of C. Here's Dave Bykowski's takeout attempt. The sweepers are going at it furiously, coming into view right now. Are they by the guard? They are by the guard. And... oh, okay, so he did move some stones around, but unfortunately, it looks like the end result is 3 red. So, but it gives him stuff to work with. That yellow stone in the top 12 is definitely something he can work with. So that'll be interesting to see what he does there. If you're hearing this broadcast and you are in the Bridgeport area, Two Roads Brewing is here tonight. They were a generous donor of some beer to our Bonspiel, and they are here tonight, and they are doing a tasting until 7 p.m., which gives you about an hour and 15 minutes to come down here and try some of their stuff. Yours truly is enjoying a Road to Ruin, which is his go-to beer, so always something fun to do. Let's go back to the wide view, because as you can see, while we were watching Dave Bykowski's takeout attempt, a red snuck into that back 12 and is now solidly almost biting the 8. And now yellow has to figure out what they're going to do about that guy. Meanwhile, Jack Miller and red have their first rock. Yellow is throwing hammer here, so Jack trying to protect the 3 stones he has in play right now that are all counting for him. A lot of conversation over on sheet A on how they're going to get in there. They've done the promote. I mean, they've tried a couple promotes, and it's needed a lot of oomph to get up there where they want it to go. So let's talk about sheet C and Jack Miller. He is delivering his stone. He releases it. If I had to guess, I would say it is a little lighter than he wanted, but the sweepers waited until about halfway down the ice to get on it, so I could be completely wrong on that. Now they're up, and it is curling, and it is breaking hard. And it is just going to go out there and sit as a guard. However, what that does, that guard out there, let me show you the overhead really quick on that. That guard is that red stone directly behind Ed in the orange jacket. That red guard does make it a little bit trickier if he wanted to try an angle promote. That yellow stone sitting in the 12, there is some logic to hitting that into the red or promoting that on an angle up into the blue 4-foot. With that red stone out there, it means that there's one more thing that he would have to get around and still get the proper angle. So that's a kind of a tough shot. So Ed's talking about it now. I have no idea if that's what he was even thinking, but that's my gut feeling. Meanwhile, over on sheet A, we're down to the Skip's last rocks, and you can see here that there's still one red out there. Yellow has put a ton of stones out in front of the house right now. I'm gonna really chalk that up to just getting out there on the ice for a first end and getting through the pebble and everything. I've always personally found the first end to be the end where you've really got to give a lot of oomph to a stone to get it where you want it to go.
And then you have to move out. I know. So we moved down. It was kind of like.
So we're back here over on sheet C, where Ed Scimia is getting ready to throw his first skip rock. Oh, I'm watching sheet A, and we have a stone coming. It looks like it's got really good weight. They're sweeping on it. They want to make sure this reaches. But they came up. Oh, why did they come up? I would not have come up on that personally, but they are working on it pretty hard and fast. So it's going to hog, but it does almost reach there. And that's going to leave us with yellow's hammer over on A. They basically need to get anywhere in the 8-foot, and they are going to be okay. Meanwhile, over here on sheet C, I was watching A so much I didn't see what Ed did, but I see another yellow out in the 12-foot, and that wasn't there a minute ago, so I know that that's the place to be. So Jackson and Alexis have arrived. They'll be taking over for me after this end. I just want to get a clean break here. So we're going to kind of watch this. Over on sheet A, yellow just needs to get something in the house. And from the angle, it looks like they're going to go for a long promote here because they have a lot of yellow stones out in front of the house on that left-hand side of the house. He throws with some force. He can probably bump one of those right in. Meanwhile, Jack Miller is looking to throw his last rock. Yellow does have the hammer over there, and even with Ed bumping up, I think he bumped up his yellow on his last shot, Jack is still clearly counting 2. So here comes the yellow stone over on A. Should be coming into your view any moment now, and it has got some weight because he really wants to get this up there, and he hits, and unfortunately the angle just doesn't work out, and we end up having a bunch of rocks collide with each other and give up one red over on sheet A. Here comes Jack's last stone. The sweepers are on it. You can't see it yet. It should be coming into view and see in a second. Here it comes. It is curling. I think, let's cut to that view. It is on the yellow, and it bumps the yellow up, and the yellow may now be shot. I don't know. My goodness, is that close. But you know what? That's the beautiful thing about sitting on this side of the glass and doing the broadcasting. I don't have to know. The Vices do. So now what is Ed going to do? Well, if Ed is throwing yellow, if Ed is 1, oh, he's not going to want to just take 1. Can he curl in there and get on the left-hand side, which would be the bottom of your screen, in tight enough so that he could possibly count 2? I don't know. They're talking about it. They're talking about potentially bumping outer red. I mean, again, it really depends if he's sitting 1 already. I honestly have no idea if that's the case. So after this shot, I'll be handing it over to Alexis and Jackson, and they'll be taking you the rest of the way through this draw, and I'll be back for 7:45. But this is curious. What is Ed going to do here? If I had to guess, the ice looks like a straight draw with not a lot of curl to it. Looks like he might be trying to sneak in between his 2 yellows, in which case if he's 1 and he gets in between there and gets into that 8-foot, he can take 2 here. Shot is underway. One of the sweepers is going, one is not. Now they're both on it, going hard. I don't think it's got the legs to get where he wants it to go, but let's see. I might be completely miscalling this shot. It's coming. It's going to hit the red, it's going to hit the yellow, and it's going to make yellow a clear 1. So yellow will take 1 over on sheet C to start. Red will take 1 over on sheet A. I am going to switch to the other view so that you can see them coming home. And I'm going to introduce you guys to Alexis and Jackson, who are going to take you the rest of the way out. I'll see you guys at 7:45. Thanks, guys.
Okay, thanks, Britt. Okay, on sheet A, they're going to hog that first stone. Sheet A, they're sweeping, trying to get it over the hog line. I don't think that one's going to make it. Oh, no, it's going to make it. They're furiously sweeping on sheet C. Trying to set up a nice guard. No, right in the house. Ed likes it. Okay, on sheet A, that red stone's going to go right through. Sheet C, here comes the lead stone. Looks a little heavy.
Looks like it might go right through.
Or it might take that out if it's going to curl.
Don't think it's going to be able to.
No, it's going to get it. Yep, it's going to nick it out.
And it's going to take itself out.
Yep, both
So,
that clean.
Nope, stuck around.
In the back, but the house is clean on sheet C. Sheet A, they're yellow stone. They're trying to get it over. And that stone's going to hog too. So for those of you that are new to curling, when you hog a stone, it means you're not getting it over the hog line. And so the stone is not in play. Sheet C, clean delivery, sweeping. Now furiously to try and get it over. I think it might be a nice guard, high guard.
Trying to set up for a draw in the house. Might go in.
Nope.
And it's going to sit right in the middle.
Yep. On sheet
On sheet A,
A,
the red tapped the yellow up a little bit. Didn't do much. Just gave a double guard.
this year they introduced a new 5-rock rule. That means the first 5 rocks, if they're guards, they cannot be taken out until the 6th stone is curled.
Looks like both these teams are trying to take advantage of that new rule by placing many guards in the first stones.
On sheet C, the stone's coming in. I think it's going to land in the house. What do you think, Jackson?
I don't think that's what they were trying for, but it might result in that.
I think it's going to be a nice guard.
And it doesn't look like it's in.
No?
Sheet A, trying to get it in, they couldn't. Just a bit light. I didn't see the call. They might have wanted a guard, but...
So Ed is calling for a draw into the house. What do you think? Is that what he's calling
yeah,
for?
he's trying to draw behind his yellow. That's what I think. On A, a hot stone. Hot stone coming down. Looks like it's lost some of its momentum.
Yeah, it looks like it is slowing down, but I think it's going to be in the house.
I think it's going to stick around the back house. Maybe. Wow, that slowed down a lot.
Yep, but there you go. They're in
Sheet
the...
A. Got in the 8. I think it's biting the 8. On sheet C, didn't quite get in the house, set up another guard.
Jack's going to try and hide behind it.
On sheet A, looks like they're trying to...
What do you think they're going to take it out?
Guard out? Yeah, I think they're going to try and hit the stick.
It looks like it's got the weight. See if it's got the curl.
Don't think it's going to be able to curl enough. Let's get that.
Nope.
And it did not. It's going to go right on through. Just got a little more curl, it would have been on shot.
Okay, let's see if this stone's going to, on sheet C, is it going to sneak behind those 2 yellow guards?
Switch to that, and it looks like it did.
No,
it's going to say unguarded in the 4th.
Okay, Ed, and it looks like he's going to try and draw behind instead of taking out. I think that's the call he made. And sheet A, it looks like they might get another red in the house.
Looks like it's going to... That's going to sit nice.
Yep, so... On sheet A, they're counting 2. Let's see what happens on sheet C. Here comes that yellow stone.
Coming in a little hot.
It might take out the red, and maybe it's going to hit and roll.
Enough. And it went.
Nice.
And that hit. It's a nice hit. Stuck around. Still a little out in the open, but it's protected by one of those yellow guards. Over on sheet A, looks like that rock doesn't have enough speed for what they wanted. And it looks like it might be another guard. It's going to be a high guard, and they got it over.
High guard. Okay, sheet C.
It's like
they're going to try and take out that yellow stone.
Coming in. Are they going to be able to... I think it's curling.
Looks good enough to me. It's going to take it out.
And it's stuck around. Still fighting the button. See what Ed's going to do without that.
Ed's going to try a hit and roll.
Hit and roll. Right
yeah, he's going to try
those 2 guards.
Yep. Okay. Sheet A, what do you think? They're going to try to draw
They're gonna-
another one into the house? Or are
Yeah.
they going to...
I think they're going to try and put one in the 12 to kind of guard it while still counting.
Mm-hmm.
And
All
let's
right,
go over
let's
to sheet C. Looks
All
like
right.
it's a little heavy. And I don't think it has the curl.
It's
Nope,
close.
it didn't curl enough. But they still got one sitting in the house. If they're able to take that red out, they'll be counting 2.
Right. The red is out in the open. Jack wants to guard it, either in the house or as a regular guard.
On sheet A, it looks like it was a little light.
But
or
you
maybe
know,
they wanted a guard.
I think it worked out nice. They have a guard
It did
there.
work out nice. We don't have, actually we do have near A. So you can see,
It makes it hard.
makes it harder
To take
for them
out
to
any
take
of
it
those
out.
reds.
I think they're going to try and knock their yellow in.
All right, let's see. On sheet C, is Craig going to get a guard?
I think if it
It's
makes it over
curling
the,
in.
makes it over the hog, it's going to be a nice high guard. And yeah, that works
Yep.
as a pretty good guard. They still have the possibility of taking that out, but it makes it
Sure.
a little harder for them.
Yep. All right, on sheet A, they're coming the other way now. Yellow's going to try and draw in.
No, they're not. They're going to try and hit that yellow, I think.
You think they're going to tap their own yellow in?
Yeah. That seems to be, with that weight, I think that's what it's gonna. That's what's gonna happen. It seems a little light. It doesn't seem to be curling enough. Let's see how that ends out. And I don't think that's gonna have enough weight. It might bump it in.
No,
And it didn't bite.
it's a good try.
It's a good try, but
On C, they are sweeping. Sweeping,
Man, they're
sweeping,
trying to get
it in.
doesn't look like it has enough weight.
Nope.
But that does set up possible tap-in shots.
Absolutely.
Check back on sheet C. Looks like they're
See, Jack's going to try and guard that, put up another guard, I think, to protect the stone that's in the house.
see what the call is.
He's going to put it above the
He's gonna
yellow
put it
so they can't tap it in. Yeah,
It's a good strategy.
absolutely. And then sheet A, looks like they're going to try and draw another one in the house.
Yep. See how that turns out. Seems to be coming in.
And
I don't think it's going to be able to go around those guards. It might. I think it's going to tap those front guards. Yep.
it's okay. That's
Bump
not
them just a bit.
it's not bad.
It's not bad. It kind of prevents the shot that yellow could make by bumping that up. Let's see
Right.
what. It looks like red didn't get a complete cover on the yellow rock on C, so that may be the shot. Oh, there's another. I think they're going to try and do a run back of that front yellow on C.
Mm-hmm.
On sheet A, looks like they're going for. I don't really know what they're going for on A.
I think they're trying to run back on A.
Yeah,
Run back the yellow.
I think they're gonna. Let's see how that plays out.
Yeah, they might hit their yellow. Oh, it's going to come right through the port. That's beauty.
They might be able to hit it.
Yep. That was a
They
beautiful
weren't
shot.
able to roll in, but still knocked red down to 1. Oh, I'm not sure.
They're looking at
Red
it.
still might be sitting 2. It's really hard to tell. Let's go back.
Sheet C.
See how that. Oh,
Tap yellow in.
and they
Jack might get it
got
out.
In the 8.
Oh, it's going to leave it there.
Bite in the 8. Right back to the far view. Looks like on C. See what the final score is.
On A, you mean?
On A, sorry.
Looks like red picked up another 2. Let's see what Jack's going to do on sheet C. He's going to take that yellow out. Try and score 2.
Somehow we still have a space despite 6 of us from 7 apartments moving in together. I think I was only have like a full week. Yeah. I was like, all right, we're using all of my stuff and yours. Like the usual platform. Yep. Except that my boyfriend.
Over on A.
Looks like they might hog that first stone.
Yeah. And they hog the first stone for red. See how Jack's stone comes out.
She was dissatisfied. So their team was actually a women's team previously had
Sweepers think it have enough weight. Here it comes. Looks good. Does it have enough?
I think it's going to have enough curl. Didn't have enough weight, but
there's still options there.
So over on sheet A, they got yellow got a guard middle. Looks like red's trying to put one behind.
And C, they're just thinking, what are we gonna do?
Oh, that might hit it. Nope.
Nice. It's gonna stick around. No, it's gonna stick though. That's a nice draw.
And
oh, did you get it out? No, it's gonna stick around.
Stuck around. I think that's still biting. We don't have a far A, so can't really tell.
It does look like it's still from here.
All right. This is Ed Stone now on C. Looks like he's gonna try and.
I would draw in.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. You're trying a wide draw. Back on A. Looks like yellow's chugging along.
They're gonna try and get in the house.
Yeah, they're gonna try and get a draw behind the yellow. But I think they might be able to bite it. Just a little light on A.
Another guard. Nothing wrong with the guard. Sweepers.
Sweepers are
sweeping. It looks like it's might curl into that front yellow. It's hard to tell.
Let's check back up.
Yeah.
It looks like it's going to be
just
a bit
be
light.
A guard. It's okay. It's going to be a guard.
That was the last stone.
Jack has one more?
Oh, no, there's one more.
Yep. So Jack has the possibility to take 3 here.
If he's able to take that yellow.
If he can take that yellow out.
Let's go back to A. Looks like red hit one of the yellow guards, but didn't take it out.
For those of you just turning in, this is the Blazing Leaves Bonspiel at Nutmeg Curling Club. This is the Friday night 5:30 p.m. draw. And on sheet A, we have Flanders versus Green. And sheet C is Miller versus, sorry, Ed, I'm going to butcher your name, Scimia. Probably not right. Sorry, Ed. All right, here comes Jack's shot on sheet C.
Looks like on A, they took out one of the yellow guards. Let's check back on sheet C.
Is Jack going to be able to do it? He might get that yellow out.
I think he's going to hit his own out and sit 2.
Sit 2. Okay.
I think that's going to be the count for this end.
Yep.
2 red. Let's go to the far houses. So over on A, red's sitting 1. And I can't tell. It looks like it might be slightly guarded by the far red.
And there's a yellow in the house.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice that.
Yep.
Looks like red's going to try and take that out. Looks like it. Now they got to get around that front red.
I think they've got around it.
They
Yep.
did get around it. Now they're going to be able to curl, and they are. And they didn't hit their red. That's a
That
nice
was a good shot. Really nice.
So now they're sitting 1. Looks like yellow's going to try and sit on top. Not on top, but like above it. So they kind of a backer for them.
They're going to sit in front of it.
Yeah. But not right on it. Looks like they're trying to sit somewhat behind that guard as well. Over on sheet C.
I didn't see Jack's call. Was he calling
It
for
looked
a guard
like
or a
to be
draw?
guard. Seems to be a guard. That seems a little light. Jack's even running out there to sweep.
I think they're going to get it over. They're
I would
trying.
agree.
It's going to get
Trying.
over. Yep.
And looks like
Wow.
no, they weren't able to. Looks on sheet A, the yellow hit their guard. Might stick around, and I think it did. The yellow might be sitting shot.
Yeah, it's hard to tell from here. We don't have the far A shot,
No.
so we can't see the up close, but it's hard to tell which one's counting.
It looks like yellow, but I'm not sure. It's like Ed's trying for guard.
That might go in the house.
It might go in. No, I think that's gonna stop. Might bite.
Yep, that's a
Nope,
nice
it
guard.
stopped. Nice guard up there on sheet C. Now back to A. Stone's going down,
Looks like they might tap in their own red. No, they got by it.
and they're gonna hit the yellow in. Actually, I don't think that yellow's in. Might be biting.
I think they just tapped it up a little. Sheet C, they're going for another guard.
See, can they? It's going to be a high guard. It's a high guard on sheet C. Back on sheet A. Seems to be sweepers are on it right away.
Are they trying for a takeout? Nope.
They
Looks
may
just
have
a
been, but
it looks like a little light. Yep.
It looks a little light for a takeout. And it's going to sit on that front red guard. Back on sheet C. Sweepers are going at it hard, trying to get it in the house. Trying to get it behind that red. And they are able to get it in. And it's nice in the 12. Back on sheet A. Red's trying to go possibly for a draw.
Think they might hit the front guard.
I think they're going to hit those two front guards and maybe knock that yellow one out. No, just tapped it a little and kind of gave more cover to the yellow rock. Back on C. Looks like Jack Miller's trying to take out that yellow.
Sweepers are on it. You got to get it by that front red. It's going to be close. Oh, it's going to tick
nope,
it.
They tapped it. Tapped it. Red is, both are still in.
Wide open now. Ed's going to try and sneak behind those two guards.
Back on A. Looks like yellow put up another guard.
Not enough. I really think people love that. Like, we love that.
There's some debating on sheet A. It looks like they're going to try and draw in through that port.
Back on C, looks to be a little light.
Yep, and it's going to curl over too far.
It's going to sit right on top of those two other guards. It does provide some cover for a draw in the 8.
Yep, Jack is going to get rid of that yellow stone. He's calling for a takeout. On sheet C.
And back on A. Looks like they've made up their minds on what shot to call.
I think they're calling for a draw.
I think they're
through the
calling
port?
to try and bump up one of their front rocks. That looks like what the weight is.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
It's
let's
either a
see.
late takeout or a heavy draw.
On
And it
sheet
looks like they're going to
C.
be able to draw it in.
Yep,
And that's going to be a nice draw.
got to get it in the house.
Looks like it's going to be
Very
a
nice.
little short, but
It's in the house?
it is.
Okay. On sheet C, the red rock did hit the yellow, but it didn't take it all the way out.
No, and the yellow is still sitting shot. Let's cut to that.
Yeah.
See, yellow is still
Shot rock.
sitting shot. It makes it a little harder for red to take out.
Right. It looks like yellow's going to draw in another.
Yeah, it's trying to put another one in so he can count 2. Looks like it's pretty good line.
He's going to split the house. He's got one on both sides.
And it looks like almost biting the 4. So it looks like that's going to take Jack's attention. And he's going for the takeout. Back on sheet A. Looks like
They're going to try and take that red stone out. Come through the same port.
see how that ends up.
I think it's going to
Back
hit one of the
on-
guards at the front.
It hit one of the front guards.
Yep.
Back on sheet C, looks like the red was able to hit one of the yellows out and sit right in the middle. Middle guard.
They're liking that port on sheet A still. It's getting smaller and smaller, but they're still trying to get through.
It's like red's trying to put one in. Back on sheet C. Going down the ice. Looks a little slow. Sweeper's got to work hard. And they are. Looks like it's going to guard that yellow, which I think is what Ed wanted. And leaves only a small port for a takeout.
Jack's going to try and draw into the house. On sheet C.
Back on A, the stone's coming down. Seems to, it might hit one of the yellows, and it hit both of the yellow guards up on the front, and
And it-
clogged up that port. It kind of closes up that option for yellow. Looks like they're going to try and tap up one of their guards. Back on C. Looks like Jack was able to get past the front guard, but I don't think it's going to be able to make it into the house, and it sits as a middle guard. Ed's sitting 2 right now on sheet C.
He's going to try and draw in.
No, he's going to try and put a guard up.
You think so?
Yeah. Over on C. Back on A. Looks like they're calling for that promote on the yellow stone. From C. Shot has been made. Sweepers are on it. Seems to be a little light for a draw. So it might be the guard.
It's going to tap a red.
Over on. It taps a red up. Jack still has a draw shot. Over on A. Looks like it's curling too much. It's not gonna hit it. It hit it in a little bit. Don't think it's what they wanted. If it had just been a little bit heavier, that would have been a great shot. The line was good on that shot. Just a tad light.
It's still hard to see because we don't have the far A, which is the stone that's counting. What happened? Oh, they finished. That was it. Are they going to measure?
I think they are.
I think they might measure.
I think they're going to measure first. Yep, it looks like they're measuring between those two stones.
Mm-hmm.
Back on C. Jack Miller's first shot. Looks like it's gonna.
He might get through that port. He's gonna.
Move to that.
It just has to slow down.
Looks like it's a bit too heavy. That's gonna sit at the back of the house.
Oh, Ed might sweep it right out.
I think it's gonna stick.
Biter.
It's gonna stick as a biter. Ed's still sitting too.
Ed's gonna draw into the same port.
Over on A, they're currently measuring to see which one of those is shot. To me, it looks like the red is shot, but
it's so hard to tell
we'll
from this
find out
angle.
soon. Over on sheet C, looks like Ed's trying to clog up that port.
Or is he going to draw in? Either one would be good. So let's see what happened on A.
On A, it looks like red was shot. Let's see when they put up the score. And red was shot, giving them one extra point, going 4 into the fourth end. No, 4 into the fourth end.
Okay, and here comes
Over
Ed's
on
shot.
C, Ed's shot's coming down. Sweepers are on it.
He's going to make it through that port.
He's going to make it through. He might tap
Sweepers
that
are-
yellow.
Nope, it's got,
Nope,
got
he's going to get
by.
it draw in, maybe for 3.
Can he get 3?
And he did. In for 3. See how
Jack's going to respond to that. Let's see what he does. Jack's going to have to come through that same port.
well, Ed still has hammer, so
Yep.
over on A, looks like the first shot's coming through. Looks like a little bit heavy for a guard.
I don't know. All 3 of them are sweeping it. I
Slowing
think
down.
it's going to slow down. And that side seems to be a little slow.
And it's going to sit right as a good middle guard. Back on C. Jack's still deciding.
I think he's going to try and draw in. What do you think? With that broom?
Seems to be, they might be trying to hit that red in, but that's too much broom for a hit. So I think the draw might be right.
And sheet A, that looks like they're going to get 1 in the house. Yellow's going to have 1 in.
1 on the house. Let's go back to Jack's shot on C. Jack's second and final shot for the end.
Thank you. I didn't mean to insult her.
Good delivery. Seems to be
It looks good right now.
Seems to be a good shot over on A. Looks like that seems to be coming in a little bit heavy.
Jack might nick his own rock. He might roll in, though.
He's going to roll in.
Nope.
And
Not enough.
I think yellow's still sitting 3. They may have to measure that. Looks a little close for me to tell. But I think yellow's still counting 3.
Get out there and be like, you only played 3 ends?
Ed is sitting 3 right now. So he might try and go for 4. Oh, back on A. Looks like the Yellowstone supers are on it. It seems to be slowing down a lot.
It's really close.
I think it's 3.
You think it's 3?
Yeah.
You think this one?
I say
You think
yellow's
the yellow is
sitting
closer
3.
than red?
Run A. Looks like that yellow's.
They're going to try and take it out on A.
It looks like red's going to try and take out that yellow. It's fairly unguarded, so should provide for a good shot. Cut back to that.
Okay, Ed is coming from the
looks like it's
opposite.
good weight.
Look on C, Ed came from the opposite side.
See how that's gonna. Oh, he's trying to hit his yellow in for 4, and I think he has 4.
I think he does. He
That's
at least
4.
he definitely has 3 now. Maybe a 4.
3, maybe 4. They might measure.
Let's see what they do.
Nope.
Nope.
They're not
No
gonna
measure.
Let's see what the call is. It looks like it's 4. Call is 4 yellow.
Okay, 4 yellow.
Sheet C. 5-2 going into the 4th end. On sheet A. Looks like that yellow's coming in fast.
I think it might stick. No, it's going to go through.
Almost nicked there, front yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like on sheet A, red's calling to draw one right to the button behind those 2 guards. That would be a nice shot right behind. Run she, C. Looks like Ed's calling for a guard. He's coming in. Seems to be a bit light. I think it's going to make it over. And that picked up speed. It's gonna,
They're trying to get it in now. He's
trying to get
like,
it
just
in.
take it in. Let's get it in.
It's like it's going to be biting the 4. Not quite biting the 4.
Over on sheet A, they didn't like the way that stone was coming in. They stopped sweeting, let it hog it.
Looks like on sheet A, Jack's calling for a guard. Sheet C, Jack's calling for a guard, corner guard, ignoring the yellow stone. Back on sheet A, looks like that yellow might come in.
I think it's going to get in the house. It's going to stay.
That's a good shot.
That might be a button
Coming
shot.
in. That's not a button.
No,
but it's
just
sticking in the
barely
4.
touching. Yep.
I think red's sort of going to go for the takeout on that.
Ed's going to do a guard on sheet C.
Yep.
He's going to guard his yellow stone that's in the house.
Sheet A, looks like red's going to go for the takeout.
Doing some reiteration stuff,
Back on C, I missed it, but Jack got his guard. It looks like Ed's gonna try and sit behind it.
No, I think he's gonna guard his yellow, but it's gonna come in the house.
It's gonna come in, and it's gonna be 2 for Ed.
Over on sheet A.
That does look like a setup. Looks like Jack's gonna finally do it and take that out. Oh, back on A. Looks like yellow made their shot. Looks like they're trying to guard it up.
They're going to guard it in the house.
Yeah, they're gonna try and get a guard in the 12. Looks like red made another guard. And a pass shot.
Now Jack's trying for a takeout on sheet C.
The sweepers are going hard. Looks like it's gonna.
Does he have the line?
The line.
Nope.
And it looks like it's gonna miss it.
Yeah. Good try.
The weight was good, it just didn't curl enough.
Folks in the war room, if you have not sampled churros from our friend Caitlin, she's leaving by 7 o'clock, so please come see her if you'd like to try Two Roads beer.
We're doing a Two Roads beer tasting in the warm room.
Do you want to show up, have some fun, watch some curling, come down and help make curling.
Sheet A, they're trying for the takeout.
Take on sheet A, let's see how that ends up. Looks like Ed's trying for a guard on C. And let's check in on A. Looks like it's gonna be. Looks like it curled too much.
No.
And looks like it's gonna stick. It's gonna stick around.
All right.
Back on C. Looks like
Ed's getting a guard.
he's gonna get his guard that he wanted. A good shot. I think Jack's gonna try and draw in after that.
Jack's still thinking. Oh, he might do a run back.
Maybe.
Yellow
Might be
into
hard.
yellow.
That's gonna
Let's
be
see.
a hard shot, but
It's going to have to come in fast.
back on A. Shots down. I didn't see the call. It's a yellow rock. It might be trying to plug up that hole or bring another in. I think that's just going to be a guard. Might nick this front two, and it does. So yet another guard for that yellow. So it's going to be harder to get to it by red. See what red does. Back on C.
Oh, Ryan? Ryan, this is Aaron, my wife.
Looks like Jack
How are you?
missed and only peeled the guard back, setting him up for a second shot to take out that yellow. Looks like Ed's going to try and put back another guard.
Over on A, they're going to try and take the yellow out again.
I think they're going to try and run it back.
It seems to work. It seems to work better over here.
Ed might get his guard. Line looks good. Curving a little off. Over on A, that red's
Over on
coming in
A, That
hot.
one's going in through. Knocked out both of them. That was a nice shot
Excellent.
over
Really
on A.
nice on A.
That was a good shot on A. Clear house. Back on C. Looks like Jack's trying again from a different angle. Ed's guard made it a little harder for Jack, but he's going to still try. And Jack has hammer, so if he can get this guard peeled again, he'll have his takeout. Looks like over on A, they're calling for in the house, generally.
Anywhere in the
Looks like
house.
on C, just tap that front yellow up.
Ed's going to
Ed's
put up
trying to
another
put in
guard.
another guard. Yeah. On A, they're just trying to get something in the house.
They're
Looks like
trying over on A, but I don't think they're going to make it.
They're not going to be able to make it. Looks like it curled too much and it's a little light.
I don't know. Is Ed going to get his guard?
Let's see. It looks like he's going to get his guard. Looks like that's going to be a little harder for Jack to try and get that shot in. It's like back over on A, thinking about what to do.
What is Jack going to do there?
Looks like he's trying to hit it again. That's
He might
coming
get
in
through that
hot.
port, but he might get through.
Might get in that.
Looks good right
Looks like a
now.
good shot. And nick that
Oh,
guard.
just a little.
It made the shot rock a little more available to Jack. Looks like Ed's gonna try and plug that up again. Yep, putting up another guard. We're on A. Looks like they're trying to draw in again.
This is the last red skipstone on A. He wants to get it in the house.
Looks like yellow has hammer over on A. So anything in the house would count for red. Looks like over on C.
Ed might get his
Shots
guard
coming
back.
in. Guard seems to be a little bit light, but I think it's going to make it. And it's a little.
Yeah, it's a little off. Jack still has a
little
port
off.
he can
Jack
come
could still
through.
make it through that port.
It's tight, but he could do it.
Over on A, Red's rock is not able to make it in, so yellow just has to get one into the house. They might blank it. They might blank it because they're down.
Then they'll keep the hammer if they blank
yeah, they're
it.
down 4, and they may go to try and get a few in by hitting that cluster of yellows.
That's right. I know. Let's
Over
see.
on
This one. Oh, it might
Jack
hit the yellow.
Miller's, and
It's gonna tick
gonna
it.
Take the yellow, putting that red almost on line of that yellow. I think Ed's gonna try and guard that again. Back on A.
Yellow's going to try and get one in the house.
They're gonna try and get a few in through that cluster. That's what I think.
You think they're going to try and hit it and
Yeah,
run
get a
him
few
through
in.
back? That'd be a nice strategy to pick up a couple points.
Because they're down 4 right now. Actually, yeah. Let's see how that turns out. And it looks like they're gonna get. Looks like the one.
Well, they got one.
They got one. Maybe not.
Keep it in. Good.
And
They got
it
one.
looks like it
All right.
is. So they got one on yellow, giving
Yellow
red
on
the hammer.
one. Yellow's on the board. And sheet A.
Go back to sheet C. Like Ed's gonna try and get his guard again. Ed's first rock. Jack's down 3. Back on C.
I think Ed is just trying to clog up the front.
Trying. It looks like it's gonna get over. Might be a little further than what he wanted.
Yeah.
It looks
Curl.
like it. Looks like Jack still has a port to get through.
He could also run his red back.
That is also a possibility. I think that's what he's going to go for. Yep. Looks like what he's going for.
Over on A, they got yellow got a nice guard.
Got a high guard up there. Well, Jack and Craig are still deciding what to do.
Yeah, I think they're debating the merits of the run back and the angles.
Looks like they might try to hit that
I think they're
Far
going to run the
yellow.
red back. They're going to hit the red, run it back, and hit the yellow out.
Over on sheet A, it's like the red's trying to draw in behind.
I think they're going to get it.
I think they're going to get their draw. Looks a little heavy,
Slowing
but I
down.
think it's going to stick around.
Are they going to keep it as a guard?
Oh, that looked like a heavy shot, but it slowed
did.
down. Back on C. Looks like Jack's getting ready to throw. Back on A. Looks like Yellow's trying to put one behind those two guards. Back on C. See how Jack's shot comes out. Looks
Jack's
like it
going to
might
hit
be
it.
able to make
Looks
it.
like good.
Looks like a good
Looks like
angle.
the angle's
for Jack.
right.
Maybe not.
The wrong way.
Got the wrong,
It's the wrong
didn't get
angle.
the right angle. And Ed's still sitting 3, so if he could just clog up that port, he'll be good. Back on A, looks like Yellow did get one in the house, but it's not behind their guard. So, looks like Red might be trying to take that out.
I'm sweeping it.
Sweeping it in. Looks a little light for what they wanted. Looks like it's going to hit theirs.
Tap theirs back a little.
And I don't think it made it to shot.
They were playing on the street.
See what's happening with Ed's stone. This is Ed's last stone for the end. Looks like it's going to be a guard.
If they can get it over the hog
Get it
line.
over. It looks like they're going to be able to get it. Might be a
They're
high
trying
guard.
really hard.
Go back to that, and they are going to get it over.
Yeah,
They
that's
got
going to be making
That's
it
gonna be a
hard
little
for
harder
Jack. Mhm.
Yep. They might try and hit that cluster right there. Back on A. Yellow made a second one. And A, Yellow made 2 in the house.
Alright, I'm gonna intervene. I hear football talk. We're missing most of the football thing that's last.
Looks like Red's trying to take out those yellows on A.
Pretty sure most people download
Jack's getting ready to throw on C. See how that hit on that cluster on C turns out for him.
That looks like it's got enough weight on A. Sweepers are
Going
going.
for A.
Maybe for line.
Looks like they're going for line, and it looks like it's going to be a nice hit. Oh, they hit theirs. Curled a little bit too much on A. They still have, Red still has 1 in the house, not counting.
Yep. And there, Jack just threw his stone. See what he can do.
See what it's going to do. Looks to be good. Oh, man. And
He cut him
looks
to
like
1.
He's gone down to 1. Yellow, I
Yep.
think, is counting 1.
Yep.
On C. Go back to A. Looks like Yellow's going for that red one. And they hit one of theirs in more.
Looks like they.
That was a
Well,
good
now they're
result.
counting 2 yellow on A.
Yeah. Looks like 2. Yeah, it's 2. Maybe 3. But I only think 2.
Red obviously is going to try and take. They might do a double.
And then the other three, like,
You're talking about
It's fast enough for a takeout.
Good weight for a takeout on over on A. See this how this turns out. And it looks like it's
Just a little
curling
shy.
up on A. It was good weight. Over on C, first shot by Ed. Looks to be a guard. Looks to be a little light. Trying to get it over. Sweepers are able to get it over. Maybe trying to get it in. See if they can get it in.
That's what it looks
They
like.
are.
Yep.
They're able to get it in. And nice in the 12. Over on A. Looks like yellow's trying to put up a guard. Gonna get it over. Yep.
Yep. It's going to be a
Looks like
nice
it's gonna be
guard.
a nice guard on A yellow.
He's only scored a minimum of 13 points a game in the first 4 months. He is absolutely tradeable. I think John Brown's going to be a top 10 wide receiver of the year.
Back on C, looks like Jack's calling for a guard.
And he's going to get one.
Got his guard. Back on A.
He's still going to try
and
and
be hit. They're going to go for the run back on A. Trying to knock them down one. Looks like Ed's trying to get behind that red on C. Looks to be good weight on A. Going down.
I didn't see Ed's call. Was he doing a guard or
No,
another
he's trying
draw?
to draw behind the red, I think. And over on A looks to be a bit wide. But it rolls in.
Now I think it's only
Over
2
on
yellow.
C. On C, looks like they're going to get 2 yellow. Shots going in right on the button for Ed. Let's see if Jack's going to take that out. And
He's going to
Jack's
try
gonna
and
go
hit
for
and
the
roll. Hit and roll. Try and roll behind his red guard.
Over on A, looks like yellow's trying to take that red out. They gotta watch that because if they hit it at the right angle, it could hit theirs out.
That's right.
Looks like they're still going for it. Back on C. Looks like Jack's takeout's coming in, might hit that front guard, and it missed the front guard, but overcrow a little too much. Back on A. Looks like they're going right through that channel. They might sit back house. And they did. Sit fighting back house for yellow.
If they could take that red out, they could sit 4.
Back on C, looks like Ed's trying to put up a guard.
All the wide receivers, quarterback values are in the room. All the running back values are in the room. So, like, when I'm putting together lineups this week, I was able to put together a lineup. It was like insane running back and terrible wide receiver.
They all seem like they're going that way. Because they're just making, they all seem to be going that way.
Back on
Generally,
A.
C goes that way.
Looks like they're coming in. Looks a little too light to be a hit. Not sure what they were trying for on A.
I think they were trying
put
for
up
the
a
hit,
guard.
but it just didn't have enough weight. Jack's trying for a takeout on C.
There's an opportunity since Ed's zone is not completely covered by his guard. Jack has the opportunity to take it out, and I think he's going to take it.
I didn't see his call, so I don't know if he was doing a straight takeout or if he's still trying for the hit and roll.
I think he's trying just to take it out. See how it turns out. Looks like he got the hit and rolls right
He
behind
did.
those guards. It looks
Really
like exactly
nice.
what he wanted. That was a nice shot on C. Back on A, yellow's up. Looks like they're still trying to hit that red.
If they hit that red, they'll have 4 counting.
They stick to a 5.
That's right.
Stick that red. If they stick their yellow, the red gets knocked out. They'll have 5. Back on C, looks like Ed's trying to run back his yellow.
He might take that red out of play.
He's going to take that red guard right out of play. I think that's still under the 5 guard rule. Nope, that was a 6 stone, so that guard gets to be taken out. Back on A, looks like yellow's takeout was a little light. And since it's kind of a guard for the red.
My sister played with them. And they can
Back on C, looks like Jackson trying to take out that front yellow.
Okay, no, exactly.
If not, then I'm
One. What?
Looks like on C, Jack's shot seems a little light. He's going to come in, maybe put 2 in the house. Yep, Jack's now sitting 2 on C. Ed could do the double if he hits it from the right angle.
He could, or he could just be sitting on them.
Looks like he might be trying for the hit. Back on A. Looks like
Now they're really sweeping hard on C.
looks like they're trying to get the hit, and they got 1 out and are sitting.
Nice.
So yellow sitting 1 on C. Go back to A.
On A, I'm not.
A, looks like the stone's a little wide. Couldn't tell what they're looking for.
No, it's going to tap their red in.
That red in, and I think it cut yellow down to 1. Nope, looks like yellow's still sitting 2.
It's close. Over on C, I think that stone's going to hit the front guard.
Hit the front guard, maybe hitting yellow in. Looks like
Not exactly what they wanted, but it happens.
back on A. Looks like yellow's trying for a takeout.
I have not.
Is that the last stone? Last stone on A.
Stone on A. Yellow's sitting 2, so they might try to go for 3. They can hit that red one out and sit. They're sitting 3. Maybe 4. Front C. Like Ed's calling for a guard. Back on A. Bit light for a takeout.
Maybe they were just trying to draw another one in.
They might be trying to see what ends up. Yellow looks
Not
like
enough.
Ed got his on seat. Looks like Ed got his guard. Like Ed got his guard on C. I think that light just burned out. Alright, so that wasn't the last shot on A. Like Red still has one.
Red has one more.
Yeah, Red has 1 on A. See what they're going to try and do. They're going to try and get 1 on A in Red. Just trying to figure out how to. I think they might try the draw. On C. Jack's got himself a handful. Looks like he's going to go for that front yellow again.
Well, it has the weight.
It's like back on C. Jack's shot went straight through.
Where are you guys from?
Jack has hammer. So let's see what Ed does. Like Ed's trying for another guard. Back on the A, let's see what Red does.
They're just trying to get another point or cut yellow down.
Trying to get 1 point. Trying to get Red down to 1. Looks like they're a bit wide.
Oh, it's coming in though.
That's curling in.
It's curling in.
Might be able to cut Red down to 1. I think
they did it.
I think they cut Red down to 1. I'm not sure.
I mean yellow. They cut yellow down to 1.
They cut yellow down, sorry. They might have. Looks like they might measure.
They're looking at it.
They might measure.
It's hard to tell from here. Nope.
Nope, I think they called it. Let's see what they call. From C, Ed got his guard.
One of the in charge of that is right now on sheet C, standing there in the full Nike shirt. So we debated going out there for his match.
And it looks like it is 2 yellow on A. Back on C, let's see what Ed is going to do.
They're sweeping it hard. It looks like he's gonna. No, it's gonna hog.
Gonna hog. Stone hogged. See what Jack does for his final stone. Looks like he's gonna go for a hit or the draw in.
I think he's gonna hit. I think he's gonna hit.
He's gonna go for the hit. He could draw.
I don't know. I saw him tap that yellow rock. I think he's gonna try and take it out.
He's favoring the hit. He might just be trying to cut yellow down, or try to get 1 in. Because right now yellow's only sitting 1, so you might be trying to get 1 or 2 for Red. From sheet A, first yellow was a guard. Let's see what Red's going to do on A. Looks like Red's going to draw in on A. Red's trying to draw in on A. He's coming down a little hot on A. Back to C. Let's see what Jack Stone
I think
does.
Jack's gonna hit it.
I think he's gonna hit it.
He's gonna get it.
He's gonna get it right, and he did, man. I think yellow's still sitting 1. It was a nice shot by Jack. Does Ed have another shot?
Yep, he's got another stone.
Ed's got another stone. I thought that was the final stone. My mistake. Back on A. Looks like the red draw didn't make it. Let's see what yellow's trying to do. I think they're also trying for the draw. Seems like it's going to hog. And yellow hogged their second stone. Back on C. Looks like Ed's trying
It's going to take that red. No, he's going to take that red out and get 3.
If that red takes out, he sticks till a 3.
Yep. This is his last stone.
This is Ed's last stone on C. Looks like it's going down good. Back on A. Looks like they're trying for the draw again. Let's check what happens on C. Might hit their own.
No.
It does hit the red out. So.
But it's going out.
Sitting 2. Ed's sitting 2. Jack's hammer. Back on A. Red got 1 in. And A. Red got 1 in. Looks like yellow's trying to sit kind of behind it. See see what Jack's call is on C. Looks like he's trying to draw. He's trying to draw on C. Back on A. See how this yellow stone comes down. Looks like it's a bit light. It's gonna set up a guard. Might just tap the front yellow. Back to C now. See how Jack's draw comes out. Looks like it's a little hot.
They're sweeping it pretty hard.
Might be able to make it.
Let's see.
Looks like it's looks a little heavy. And Ed's sweeping it out. You got yellow down to 1. That's good. Back on A. It's like red shot.
Looks like Red's gonna get another one in the house. Just a little biter.
Red's sitting 2 on A. See what? So scores going into the 6th end. 4 red, 3 yellow on A, and 7 yellow, 2 red on C. So
over on A, it looks like they might get one in the house.
Looks like one's gonna go in, maybe a biter, an 8-foot fighter. Can't tell, but I think the yellow shot. I'm not sure.
On A?
Yeah, looks like yellow shot. Red's not liking that, so they're gonna try and take it out.
But like he's just continuously chipping away Jack's soul.
Back on sheet C, Ed's trying for a guard.
This was
on A, that's going down hot. Looks like it's going to be a bit wide.
okay. So on sheet C, Eric got a guard.
Sitting from the side. It's not distracting at all. Like your eyes don't come down.
Looks like on sheet C, guard's going to be a little light. See if they can get it over, and the sweepers were able to get it over. Nice guard on C. Trying to get it in, didn't quite. Still going to be a nice center guard on C.
Over on A, it looks like they might get another one in the house. Now they've got 2. Looks like they're counting, yellow's counting 2 on A.
Everyone takes this one double where the stones are set in a certain way. You get 3 stones out, if you clear the house, you stick the first 5.
This is Eric's second stone on C.
Looks like he's going for another guard. Maybe a draw. Looks a little light for a draw, but it might be.
I think it's going to tap the front guard.
They might be able to get it to bite. And they did not get it to bite. Still good center guards on C.
Over on A, are they trying for a takeout?
Sheet A, they're trying for a takeout. See how that comes out. Then they narrowly missed that yellow. See, back on C, looks like Jack's trying for a draw behind the center cluster. And then over on A, It's like they're going to try, as well as their draw behind those. It's like Jack Stone's coming in.
Trying to get it behind that, around that front red. I think they're going to do it.
They're going to be able to get it, maybe
Yep.
in the fight in the 4.
Yep, I think Brian made it. Nice draw behind.
And that's in the 8. There's going to be later curling tonight. There's another draw at 7:45, and Britt's going to be back broadcasting that. Over on C.
Over on A, it looks like they're going to take out that front guard.
See how that plays out. On C, looks like Ed's also trying to knock up those guards. So we got 2 takeouts coming up. C.
Look at those angles.
Looks like on C, Ed's shot knocked the red out. Not well, out of the center of the house. It's still on the 12. Over on A, looks like it got stopped by some of those guards. And C, Jack's trying for a draw in, trying to replace his shot. On A, they're also looking for a draw. Alright, over on C, sweepers are on it. Jack's going to join them. Trying to get it in the house. And
just a little short.
Trying to get to bite. Little short of biting. Sets up a nice guard to bring one behind. Back on A. Let's see how that stone turns out.
Looks like they were trying to draw behind. I think it's a little light.
It's a little light on A. He set up another guard by yellow. Back on C. It's like Ed's trying for a hit.
So he's coming through the port.
He's going to hit those front guards and knock one of them out. He has a little bit more cover for a possible draw. See what Jack's going to call. Back on A.
I think Jack's going to try and tap that, angle that, like do an angle tap back of that front red.
Like on A, red's biting one on the outer. Looks like they're going to try and do a possible hit.
Over on C, it seems to be curling a little too much. It's going to hit the front one, which might be a plan B. And that will work.
Looks like they're going to get it to hit in, and it's biting the 8. See what happens with looks like they're going to try to draw on A, trying to get one in behind those front rocks.
I have no idea what
Dave's trying to come through this tiny port on sheet C. Look at that. Oh, he's going to tap the red one. Sorry, tap the yellow.
Tap the yellow, and it's going to knock 2 of them out, clearing up the guards. Looks like Jack might try and bump his up a little bit.
Over on A, I think they're going to get it in the house.
Trying to get it in the house.
No.
They're going to
Oh, it hit the yellow.
So yellow is counting 2 on sheet A. Back on C. So Jack's Rock's coming in. Jack's counting 2. He's going to try and 3. See if he can get it past that yellow, and it nicked the yellow, both stopping as some nice guards for Ed to put one behind. So Ed's going to go for the hit. It's like on C, Yellow Rock got hit out.
He's got 2 in the house.
Back on A. Yellow's Rock is trying to guard. Looks like it might hog on A, and it did. Back over on C. Supers are at it hard. Looks like it's going to be a guard. Maybe
If they can get it by their front one. Oh, they got it by. They're going to get it in.
Now Red is sitting 3. Going into Ed's first stone. Back on A.
I think Ed's going to blow it up on C. Right?
Yeah. Back on A. Looks like they're going to try for a draw. Trying to get one behind those yellows.
Is this their last stone?
Yeah, this is the last stone on A. Red's trying to pick up 1. Let's see if they can. They can pick up 1.
Yep, it's got to slow
Looks like
down.
they might be able to.
Looking
Be able to
good.
Pick up 1. Just needs to slow down.
Yep,
Once
looking
they get
good.
fully in. Looks like it's
Nice.
going to be able to, and Red scores 1. 6 then on sheet A. Back on C, Ed throwed his first rock.
I think he's going to try to blow up those 2 front reds.
See how that turns out.
No, and he's
Looks like
going to
he's
go
going to be a little far.
Yep, curled over a little
He
too
hits
much.
He hit one of the guards out. Leaving those 2 more exposed. Looks like Jack's going to try to put a guard up. Or no, he's going to try and maybe
Draw in. Get another one in the house.
And Red will be sitting 4. And give them a good lead. Won't give them a good lead, but they'll give them a good
They can catch up.
advantage. Yeah, they're currently down 5. So that would be good for them to get 4. Back on A. Looks like they threw it heavy. First rock.
I think that's going to go through.
It's going to go right through on A. Maybe not.
No, it's
No,
going.
it will. Need to slow down. Back on C, Jack's getting ready to throw his first rock. Over on A, looks like Yellow's trying to throw first rock.
That stone looks heavy too, doesn't it?
Yeah. I don't think it's going to go through, but it might not be a guard. It might.
Depends if he could sweep it through.
It's going to go right through.
I think it might. Yep.
Alright, back on C. Let's see how Jack's rock does. Looks like it's a little...
He might get it
He's gonna
right
get
through.
And he has sitting 4, going into Ed's last stone.
I
Ed
think
is sitting 4.
Ed's either got to blow it up or he's got to get behind and draw behind. Come through that port and draw behind.
Back on A, a little heavy second shot. slowing down a fair bit. See if they can get over the hog on. And they...
I think it hogged.
I think
No,
they got
it made it over. It made it.
It barely made it over. You can't really see it on the far house cam, but it made it. Back on C, looks like Ed is trying to blow it up.
This is Ed's last stone.
Yeah, Ed's last stone. Jack is hammered. Jack's sitting 4. Ed's just trying to knock him down. Since Ed's in the lead, he really wants to knock him down from 4. If he can get them to 1 or 2, that would be favorable for him. Looks like it's a little light.
It looks like it might be curling a little bit too much.
Looks like it might. And it's going to knock another one in for Jack.
Jack has 5. If he can get one
6,
more,
then he has the lead.
That's right.
Currently it's tied.
Oh, the pressure's on.
Actually, he could get 7. He could shimmy that 1 out of 2.
Oh, he could tap this front red in.
Yeah.
And get 7. Over on sheet A.
Let's see what goes on. Looks like they're trying to get one in.
We got a yellow in the house right now. Looks like they're going to get a red in.
Just take this one out here on and have a shooter roll into.
Yep.
So I can't tell which one.
I can't either.
They both have one in the house.
All right, let's switch back and see Jack's shot on C. Let's see if he can pull it off for 7.
Pull off 7. Let's see what's going on. Sweeper's almost on it.
Looking good.
Looks like a little light for
Oh,
a
it
hit.
is. Yeah, slowing
If
down.
he could just have him bite, then he gets it. I think he's going to get 1 in.
There's the tick, no roll.
He's got 6.
Okay.
He's got 6. So,
6
in the
red.
turn of events, Jack's up 1 going into the 7th end. Back on A, it looks like yellow got 1 in. Looks like yellow's counting at least 1. I don't think they're counting 2. Now I'm looking at it, it looks like the red is 2nd.
It's really hard to tell from this angle. Looks like red is going to try and take one of those yellows out on A. No, they're just going to draw in.
They're trying to draw in.
Or maybe sit on it. No.
2nd, but it's a good shot. John A, it looks like Jack's calling for a guard. Let's see. Looks like
they're going to guard. Are they drawing in or guarding?
They're trying to. With that weight,
That looks heavy.
that might hit it. Oh, I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to hit
Take
the red.
out the red. Yep.
Trying to hit the red. I didn't see the handle put on it. And it looks like it's going to hit their yellow out. I think yellow is counting 2. Looks like
It does
Jack's
look like
shot
2. No.
was in the 12-foot around the center line. Ed's going for
A guard.
corner guard. See if they can get it over the hog line. Looks like they are. So they're going to get it over.
No, I think it's going to hog.
Oh, man. So they didn't make it over on C. Over on A. Looks like they might try and get another one. No, on A, it looks like
Looks like they're going to try and take out.
They're trying to hit for that yellow. Make red counting 1. Able to stick. Looks like it might be a little light for a takeout. It should be a little too light.
All right, A.
Jack's putting another guard up on C.
Guard, it is guard. No, that front red one is in.
It is. He's guarding his front red. Currently sitting 1. Sheet C, let's see what on sheet A, let's see what the call is going to be. Looks like they're trying to bring another one in.
Yeah, I'm
On sheet C, looks like they're trying to get behind.
That might go right through.
It seems a little too heavy. I think that's going to stick around. It's going to stick around in the 12. I think yellow's currently counting 1. Jack's going to try and draw one in. Back on A. Yellow made a guard. It looks like red's going to try and hit shot rock.
It's looking good.
Good line, good weight, and they're both going to go out, making yellow sit 1. Back on C.
They're really sweeping that
Jack's
stone.
coming in. I think it's going to be able to. I think it's going to be a little light.
Draw behind. I think that's what they're trying to do.
Good weight. It might be a little.
Yeah, just a little
it's
short.
A little light. Turn into a guard.
Ed's going to try and draw behind
Draw
those
behind
red
that
stones.
cluster. Back on A. Looks like
They're just looking for the straight draw in.
trying to draw another one in on A. Yellow can replace.
Looks a little
get
hot
2.
though.
A little too heavy. Looks like it's going to go right through. They sweep, and yep, it went through.
On C, Larry's trying to draw in behind those red stones. Right now, the line looks good. It's starting to curl. It's got to get by that red one. Oh, it's going to tap it.
It's going to tap it, and they get a second one in. So it's 2 yellow on C. Looks like it's.
Jack's going to call for the hit and roll on C.
Looks like on A, it's first skip stone.
I think he's just going to draw in.
First skip stone for red. Red has the hammer. Sorry, but yellow has the hammer on A.
Now I'll tell you,
Looks
on
like
sheet
there was a
C,
double takeout on C.
that was Patrick, I believe, and he stumbled a little when he came out of the hack, but he recovered and did that double takeout. That was beautiful.
Red's currently sitting 1. Sheet C. It's like Ed's trying to put another one in the house. On A.
Looks like red is counting 1.
Looks like last skip stone for yellow.
No, this is the first skip
First
stone.
skip stone for yellow, sorry.
Over on C, they're going to hog. On A, that yellow looks hot. Oh, they're going to try and take that red out.
Try and take the red out. Doesn't look like it's pulling enough.
No, it looks good.
Looks good.
And they got
A lot
it.
in the last few seconds.
It did. Now it looks like they're counting 2 on yellow on A. 2 yellow.
2 yellow. That's what it appears to be. 2 yellow. The Ed Stone. Let's see what Jack. If Jack's also trying to draw in. He's a little wide. Looks like it's gonna sit. The back 8. Yep, sitting in the back 8. Red has 2. Let's see. See what A is gonna do. See what's happening. This is last skip stone for red.
Yep.
And yellow sitting with 2. So they gotta either knock one of them out or put one in. I think they're gonna go for knocking that.
The one that's by itself out.
Yeah.
And then maybe roll in. But then they'll be sitting right in the center.
But yeah, and yellow could easily take it out. It's a nice wide open shot. If they could roll behind that high guard, which then means they have to roll a lot, that would probably be the best situation for them.
Okay, let's see. On sheet C, let's see what Dave's doing. Is he going to try and draw behind those reds?
Looks like it's gonna a little heavy. Looks like it's gonna get around.
No.
And get around the front. Doesn't look like it's curling enough. It's gonna sit in the back house, knocking red down to 1. It's gonna sit 1. Jack's gonna try and get another one on the 4. Back on A. So the last skip stone for red. See what they're gonna do.
Jack's calling for the draw on C.
Looks like on A they're gonna try and.
They're gonna try. That looks like a takeout. Wait.
It looks like I'm gonna try and hit that right stone.
And then maybe roll in a little.
Looks like they have the line. They're not gonna be able to roll.
Oh, they knocked themselves out too.
Setting yellow up
for 2.
The button. Back on C, looks like.
The yellow, we didn't see what happened. The yellow must have went through.
And it looks like red's now sitting 2 on sheet C.
Maybe 3.
No, it's 2.
That front one's in. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Red's sitting 2.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Sitting 2.
Sitting 2. Or on C, they're just trying. A.
Just trying to draw in.
They can get it in the 8. They got 2. Looks to be a bit heavy.
And they're sweeping it. Maybe it's not that heavy. It's slowing down. They're really sweeping it, trying to get in that house.
Skip joined them. Over on C.
Looks like Dave's trying for a takeout.
And on A, they were able to get it, so 2 yellow for the 7th end. Making it tied going into the 8th.
Nice.
And over on C, they were able to knock red down to 1. Jack's last stone now. No, Jack's first stone, sorry. Jack's first stone, let's see what he's going to do. He's going to try and...
Guard. He's talking about a guard.
He's going to try and guard in.
But I don't know if that's what he's going to end up doing, but that's one option. Oh, he might take that yellow one on. I think that's what he's going to do. He decided to knock it out.
He has a chance of hitting his red.
He does.
I think he's going to take that chance.
I think he is. Oh, he's going back to look. There's some discussion over on sheet A. I'm not sure what it's about.
Jack just forgot a stabilizer on sheet C.
Oh.
On sheet A, it looks like they're going to call it. Yep, and it's tied going into the 8th end. That's going to be an interesting game over on sheet A.
Yep.
Looks like Jack's making his first shot. Jack's throwing his first.
We do. So our current apartment, we have open street parking.
I think they're sweeping it to keep the line.
And then we have one parking
It's drifting.
See
He
what's
might
gonna
end up
happen.
getting a draw.
He might get a draw in for 3. No, I mean 2. And it doesn't appear to be. It's like they're just gonna be sitting 1, going into Ed's first shot. Let's go back to the A. This is first rock. We're on A.
They're going to draw right into the house.
Drawn right into the house. This is a tied game on A.
You got to score as much as you want,
We
as
gotta
much as you
keep a
can.
close watch.
Mhm.
There's always someone. And then I got
Okay.
It's like
Ed's going to throw his first stone.
Looks like it's gonna be maybe a takeout on that red. That's what it appears to be. Takeout on that. Maybe a takeout on the red in the 8. See how that turns out for him. Looks like red's first stone
It's going to be in the house.
over on A. Looks to be a bit heavy.
Did the first Yellowstone must have went through too.
It went through. Looks like this one might go through as well. I think it will. Yep. Went through. Let's see how Ed's
comes the
first
yellow.
stone does. Looks to be a bit wide. Sorry, a bit wide. Not getting enough curl.
In a while.
Back on A. See what they're calling.
Can you be more specific? Does it hurt like because you bruised it, or because you're just whining?
Plantar fasciitis.
This
See
is
what
Jack.
they're calling on.
This is
It
Jack's
looks like
last
they're calling
stone.
a draw.
They take.
Looks like Jack's trying to draw in.
Is he or is he trying to take that
He's
yellow
trying to
out?
draw in. Looks like on A they got one in right on the button.
And then
Right on the
Nice.
button for A. Like Craig's going to check.
There must. Oh, are they doing a? They're doing a nutmeg knockout over there.
Wait, no, this is the 8th end.
I know. I don't understand. What was Craig doing?
That's the 8th end.
He gave him 4 points for the button draw.
What?
we took a lot
It's that's the 8th end, right?
That's what I thought, but I don't know. Maybe they have a special rule here. I'm not sure.
Oh.
I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out and get back to you. Because to me, it looked like to me like they're doing a nutmeg knockout on sheet A.
Yeah, but they're in their 8th end. And
I
over
know.
on I completely missed the cut on that. Looks like they just got a second one in the 12 for red. Red's
still only one
sitting
red.
one.
And here comes Ed's last stone.
Last stone.
And then he eventually sold the Connecticut house. He got an apartment near Bradley. And then his work schedule was like 10 days on, 8 days off, or 6 days off. He would have very
I don't know what that was. Are they doing a nutmeg knockout?
That's what it looks like. Because it looks like they're taking score. They are clearing the rocks after each one's thrown. All right, here comes Ed's last stone.
Ed's last stone.
Over on A, just for you guys to know that that last stone did not make it in the house, and they took it away. So they're definitely doing a nutmeg knockout
All right.
on A. All right, let's see. Ed's
Looks like
stone.
Ed's
Ed
stone
knocked
took
out the red. And
So
he
Ed's sitting
steals
one.
one. Yep, he
So
got
they're
one.
also tied for the 8th end.
So let's see. Does that mean they're going to do a nutmeg knockout too?
Who
Maybe.
knows? I think so.
Now, if they are doing a nutmeg knockout, that means that each person throws one stone, and then you get points based on where it lands. So, like on A, see that one landed on the button, then you get 4
They
points
got
for that.
another button, I think.
You might get 4 or 5 points. I can't remember the exact numbers. Yeah. So let's see what's going to happen here on sheet C. Now in a nutmeg knockout, there is sweeping, but there's no offensive sweeping, correct? Only defense.
Only defense. No, it's the...
Only opposite way? You can sweep your own stone, but the
can't
opposite
sweep.
team can't sweep out.
No, you can't sweep out. I'm pretty sure.
So over on A, they're sweeping. It looks like it might land in the house somewhere, and they'll get some points for that.
Looks like it's going to be in the 8. Actually, biting the 4. Looks like over on C, they're trying to get it in the house.
That's what they're doing over there on A.
Looks like they're trying to get it. Might be a button shot. And they're biting the button. Nope, they're in the 4 on sheet C.
Okay, so no, it looks like on sheet C, they are going to do a nutmeg knockout too. That's what Craig just said. And that's it. Okay, so on sheet A, we don't know what happened, but they finished scoring.
Now they're bringing all the rocks down. Let's see what the final score is. See who wins, who's won. Final score, and I'll switch back to near C.
Oh, I thought I'd be, you know. Thank you for coming. Oh, great. As always, fun time.
Can't tell who won.
I'm not sure who won.
I can't tell.
Let me go ask Erin. Maybe she knows.
Alright, it looks like on sheet C, Jack's joined the sweepers to try and get it in the house. Looks like it's going to be in. I think it might be biting the 12.
Erin.
Come on. Nope, and it is not in the house. It's a little light on sheet C, and it gets taken out.
Green one?
This is
Okay.
nutmeg knockout, which I don't exactly know the rules to.
Oh! And post the video.
What?
He was
Who?
very unhappy.
Alright, so we have the results for Team A, and Team Green won.
With the nutmeg knockout. So nutmeg knockout,
Team
Each
Green
team-
from Philadelphia won on sheet A.
congratulations to Team Green. So on sheet C, they're doing the nutmeg knockout.
Yeah. I bet you can explain it better than me.
Right. Each
Yeah.
team member gets to throw one stone
So it's
each.
they're trying to get it biting the 4. They got it biting the 4, in the 4.
And then points are based on where the stone lands in the house. If it doesn't land in the house, it's 0 points. Each stone is cleared after it is scored. The exact numbers I don't remember right now. I'm going to find out.
Do you remember the scoring? Is it 5 in the middle?
5 for the button, 3 for the 4-foot, 2 for the white, 1 for the 12-foot.
All right, we got it. 1 for the 12-foot,
2 for the white.
2 for the white, the 8-foot, 3 for the 4-foot, 5 for the button.
Looks like
And
they're going
then-
to get it in the 8.
So that was 2 points.
2 points for
Red.
Jack's team. Looks like this is final. This is Dave's shot for Ed's team. All these shots are pretty much going for the button since there are no guards and no other stones in play. It's
Right.
just basically who makes the most draws.
You want to
button.
get draw to the button is worth 5 points. So that's your target. That's where you want to go. Now you can sweep your own stone.
Can't sweep other teams.
Can't sweep the other teams. Let's see what
Dave's
Dave
shot coming
does.
Down. Sweepers are on it.
So you want to sweep, but not over sweep.
Starts to dig in. Oh, it's not digging.
Looks like it's going to maybe be in the 4.
Oh, look at this. Stay in that 4.
Yep.
Like
So they
in
get
the 4.
3 points for that.
Point shot.
So right now, yellow has 9 and red has 2.
So it's 9-2. Eds is up.
No, this is
7.
Jack's team, right? Jack
No,
is
yellow
red.
had 9.
Oh, yellow had 9.
Yeah.
But
So
Jack
Ed's up 7.
heads up
Jack
7.
has 2.
Jack needs this on the button.
Mhm.
Oh, you gotta sweep that.
2 more shots. And I don't think that's going to make it in.
I don't think so.
Sweepy, sweepy, sprout. Look at that.
No, that's going to
What
be...
was the?
Cigard? What?
So that's 0 points because it didn't
0
make it
points.
into
So
the
it's
house.
still 9-2.
That's game.
That was Craig's.
That was Craig's.
Can't
That
make
was.
it.
Yep.
They can't make
Even
it.
if you push the next
So they're
one
gonna
on the button,
concede.
you lose.
Okay, so yellow wins.
Yeah,
Yellow
so
wins, nutmeg, knockout nine.
Ed's team wins.
Congratulations, Nutmeg Curling Club.
5:30 draw. Next at
And on sheet A, it was the Philadelphia Curling Club that won.
coming up at 7:45, we have Quan versus Shellner. And then tomorrow we have draws at 8, 10:15, and 12:30.
I like it.
And
So
4
only-
p.m., 4, 6, and 8:30.
Are there 2 draws tonight?
7:45. Oh, sorry. It's RC. I can't pronounce that. What would that be?
Britannica versus
Britannica
Hull.
versus Hull, also at 7:45. So 2 draws at 7:45, 2 at 8 a.m., 2 at 10:15, 2 at 12:30, 2 at 4 tomorrow, and 2 at 6:15, and also 2 at 8:30. So there are a lot of draws tomorrow. Come down, watch a few.
Thanks for watching Nutmeg
watching
Curling
the-
Club.